Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Sunday, May 21st, 2023, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Now Mind You podcast. This is episode 70, Manga. I'm TJ,
Matt.
I'm Bryce.
and we're back in full effect. The three of us, we're back in here in these streets. We have a pretty decent sized docket for y'all today, right? In terms of announcements, though, before I get too far ahead, for one, spoilers, you already know what it is. For two, we've been uploading the episodes to our YouTube channel. So if you wanted yet another way to check us out, you can now check us out on YouTube if that ends up being easier for you. And it's not just YouTube, it also goes into YouTube Music. So if you have the YouTube Music app on your phone, you can use that as well. With that, though, what we got going on for you all today? We got Sakamoto Days, which was wild, Jujutsu Kaisen, which was wild, My Hero, which was mild, and then we have Dragon Ball Super. We also have obviously
mild.
I did say mild.
He
we also
did.
have our favorite chapter this week and our topic of the week, which is what, fellas?
Best OST. Y'all know
In
what the
anime,
fuck time it is.
these anime streets, right? Without wasting any additional time, I can just jump us right into Sakamoto Days.
Yeah, since it's no Hajime no Ippo.
Hey, it'll be like that. We might actually get it next week though, because remember it was end of May. Take hope. But then again, we often get our hearts broken. I don't know. Play it by ear. Damn. Sakamoto Days, Yuto Suzuki, chapter 119. I didn't even write the title down. I was so geeked into this chapter. Hold on, y'all. Let me get that title for y'all right quick. Oh, this is mad unprofessional. Oh, this is mad. And now the app
You
doesn't
said
want to
this is
cooperate.
Matt unprofessional?
No, this
You're
is
saying Matt's
mad.
unprofessional?
Mad. M-A-D unprofessional. No, bro, I just call you out by name. What you mean?
Damn.
I'm joking. And now I can't find there it is. Sakamoto Days. Hold on. No dead air.
DJ
Of
going
course,
raw today.
this shit has to like take me to the last page instead of Bryce, my guy. Titled Goodbye. There we go. Shit, where do we leave off? Basically, Uzuki may have subconsciously murdered Kindaka, and that's where the chapter ended. And everybody was like, the fuck? Kind of like when Gohan went Super Saiyan 2, and everybody just kind of like, huh? Right? Everyone was kind of looking at Uzuki that way, right? How do I summarize this? It's basically the chapter that I've been kind of predicting. We are literally in the end game of this flashback. Let me get into this review right quick. Yeah, I was calling this out for a few weeks now. It was either going to be this is it. What we think happened like right at the end of Uzuki intentionally dropping the antidote, or we get some type of time skip. Well, we kind of got both. It almost had me in the first half too, this chapter, because like when Rion went into the rubble to try and catch up to Uzuki, if the chapter stopped there, I would have run with the theory that Rion was still alive, but then we get that time skip, right? The way Nagumo and Sakamoto stepped in immediately to support Rion when Uzuki went on the attack was the power of friendship on full display. Also, it feels like they may have suspected Uzuki all along because they were quick to realize that he's got more than meets the eye, right? Like he's stronger than he looks. He's got something going on. So they may have just been suspecting dude the whole time as well. Also, a sword whip, I'm good, right? The way he quickly put that structural integrity in check on that tunnel, listen, I'm all right, bro. That's all you. Couldn't beat me. I couldn't live in the Sakamoto Days world. Never tried to pretend that I could. I could not. Kindaka doesn't seem to be dead. Like I mentioned last week, right? It's just a panel. He doesn't seem to be dead, but he's not doing well. If anything, he appears
don't seem to be alive
in an induced coma, right? He's on life support right now. It's not looking. I mean, they might have to call in the next of kin. That's really where it's at. Like Yotsumura's looking at him like, "Hey, bro, I don't think you're gonna make it." But the fact that Yotsumura is there and giving out orders kind of lets us know where we are on the timeline, because we can safely assume that he hasn't been betrayed by his wife and he hasn't been framed for the murder of the chief of the JAA yet. Yotsumura is fucking hard-boiled as shit. I'm gonna paraphrase basically what he was kind of doing in that room, but the way he tossed the suits on the bed and was like, "What y'all want to do? You want to prove Uzuki's guilty? Show me your evidence. If not, get the fuck out of my face." That was the energy he was given. he might end up being like one of my favorite characters in this series so far. It's like every time I see him in a panel, this is not in my notes, this is off the cuff. Every time I see him in a panel, I hear jazz music. That's all I hear. Then the time skip, right? Now, I gotta revisit a comment Bryce made last week, right? You were talking about, is this prime? Is this Sakamoto in his prime? I think this is what we're about to see. A year in, he's been in the order, he's got the black suit on. I think this is where we see the birth of the legend, right? I think we're about to see Sakamoto in his prime, which is also a scary thought considering what he's been doing so far in this, what Matt has dubbed the highlight reel, right? The highlight reel mixtape of his youth.
Right.
Now, I think personally that Rion and Uzuki had feelings for each other, and I would wager that the slur personality inside Uzuki, that 5'11 Kinderheim side of him, right, thought it necessary to, I like how we all get that reference, thought it necessary to kill Rion in order to turn him up to the next level. Similar to how Uchiha obtains the Mangekyo, right? They have to sacrifice somebody close to him. And I feel like, unfortunately, this might be what unlocks that slur personality. Now, it's also just a panel, right? This is the Assassin World. I wouldn't be surprised if they also have something similar, if not exactly like what is it called? Tetrodotoxin. But another way to think, another reference I can think of, remember in Captain America Winter Soldier when they put Fury under, using that drug, like slows down the heartbeat, makes you look like you're dead. I wouldn't necessarily put it out of the realm of possibility if Uzuki didn't just do that to, maybe she's still alive in these streets. Maybe she turned. We don't know, right? But all I'm saying is, like, we're only seeing this from Sakamoto's perspective at the end of the day. This is his flashback. I would like to see the time skip events from Uzuki / Sur's POV, because he had a lot hanging in the balance too, right? Gaku was in jeopardy. The other homies at 5'11 Kinderheim were in jeopardy because of his older brother Asaki, right? And again, the president hasn't been killed yet, right? So at least where we know in inside of the timeline, inside of the JAA, like the president of the JAA is still alive as far as we know. So there's quite a few events surrounding this that we need a little bit more insight on, and we may not get it, right? But I think if we want to get a complete picture of Slur Neon, it would be good to see that from his perspective. Where's my anime announcement? I didn't forget. Every week until we get it.
Goddamn right.
We're approaching the end of the flashback though, like at full speed. All right, I'm gonna stop here. I enjoyed the chapter. I'm gonna pass it over to Matt.
First off, this nigga think he Ivy from Soul Calibur with the whip sword. Didn't
Right?
appreciate that.
Damn.
Where did this come from, bro? We've never seen you with this weapon before. We've never seen you with no weapon for real.
He's been low-key the whole time though.
I'm gonna be real with you. If a motherfucker been low-key this whole time and a whip sword was what the fuck he was keeping under wraps the whole time, everything is torn asunder. The sanctuary of my ignorance is gone. Hell no. That wasn't on my bingo card at all. Not even for Sakamoto Days. He was wilding for that shit. I was like, what the fuck? Literally, that's what I said when I read it. Like, nah, man, you a different type of cat to up a weapon like that, dog. And then they talking about, nobody seen Shorty since she went after him. Yeah, fucking wonder why. Shit, he that's some shit right there. That's somebody that's not playing. And the second part of my notes is we're not even 200 chapters in, and these motherfuckers have not missed. They don't miss.
That is
in the
true.
heat of battle, they don't miss. When the chips is down, when the chips is up, Sakamoto Days has not missed. Yeah. It hasn't missed.
Yeah.
And that's all I got. Bryce, I'm gonna pass it to you.
This was a good ass chapter. The chapter's called Goodbye. I get it. Cause man, the shit, this shit playing out, fam. This shit just make you want to leave out the door. Cause so Kadaka, he ain't dead, but he ain't there either. He gone. That's why this chapter's called
Disconnected.
Goodbye, because we not seeing Kidaka no more. If we do, it's not gonna be in the same circumstances. The Jays retired.
Hey, they might hook him up with a super sweet wheelchair, bro. We don't know.
Jays are retired.
Oh,
they are retired. They got their own little
Jays are retired.
little window pane. They for decoration. They not to be worn no more. You right. He did up a fucking whip. I do appreciate a good whip. It's gotta be a tasteful whip. And it's a tasteful whip.
I want you to move past the whip.
I was so ready to be like, I'm gonna let this slide if he just doesn't say anything else about it. And he couldn't help it.
I want you to move past it.
I was like,
you don't get a lot of dudes that up the whip. You gotta appreciate it. You gotta appreciate it.
This nigga not Indiana Jones, bro. And even that, I'm feeling some type of way about. You gotta appreciate the whip. How would Dr. Umar feel about you saying that?
Who gonna take the time to like master a whip and use it?
Slave masters.
Oh wow!
You're right.
This is
Honestly, he kind of.
I thought we were going into today.
You definitely got the kind of energy that rock a whip. But I would say that if you rock a non-black turtleneck with a suit jacket, you kind of on that same wavelength. And he do that.
What?
He do that.
I don't know where we're going anymore.
Nah, that's that Johan energy, fam. Non-black turtleneck with a suit jacket on top of that.
The fast forward button, TJ. Where is it?
We go Google pictures of the look, and y'all gonna see what I'm talking about.
No, hey, keep going. Like, move past the whip. I know you had other stuff to talk about. You weren't just focused on the whip. Let's go.
Hard boiled. He gave them the suits to get them right. Honestly, just going for it. Clearly, if we didn't see the murder of a cow, it didn't play out like that. So I'm assuming this is way bigger than that. Maybe the JAA was involved with her death. Maybe that's why the second personality came about. Like maybe they did start something and they were on the run and they were trying to stop something, and she ends up getting killed. And Sakamoto came in too fucking late, and this is when he sees the birth of Slur.
Right. So like just to kind of supplement what you're saying, like him saying I killed her may not mean what we think it means. It could be like I brought her into this situation, and as a result, she ended up passing away.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I agree in that until we get Slur's perspective, there's still too many known unknowns.
Yeah. And plus we just got introduced to the brother. Right. So now it's like, oh shit, how does he play into this? Because we know he's cold-blooded. Ultimately, yeah, this was good. Like y'all say, Sakamoto don't miss. There's always a surprise factor involved. Y'all know I'm gonna have to do this rating. I'm gonna have to give it 5 whips out of 5. 5 lashes, yeah. I'm not. I was gonna say lashes. I ain't gonna do that.
You said it. It's in our head.
I ain't say it.
You said it now, so it's in our head.
You literally said it though. You actually didn't even really catch yourself. Like
I stopped. I stopped at last. I stopped.
All right, sure. Okay.
All right. Well, on that note, Bryce, you want to take us into Jujutsu Kaisen?
Oh, y'all want me to take y'all to Jujutsu Kaisen? Okay.
Yeah, palate cleanser.
Let's go into Jujutsu Kaisen, because this was some shit right here. I loved it. I've been saying this entire week. This manga chapter reminded me of this old anime that traumatized me as a child called X 1999.
Tell you to do Jujutsu Kaisen.
And
first thing you do is mention X 1999. Like we didn't just have this conversation before recording. Go ahead.
I'm telling you, this shit gave me flashbacks, bro. It's just like the battle in the middle of the city, and this just, yeah, I'm gonna go into it. So basically, we have the elders kind of meeting up with Gojo, and they kind of have this back and forth where you're thinking they're gonna have like a battle or something, but Gojo's just kind of over it. He's like, look, old man telling y'all I killed Yago. He's like, oh yeah, well, damn, that sucks, but it is what it is. He's like, why aren't you mad about it? He's like, man, I got myself stuck inside a fucking cube. And because I was gone, all of that played out, and I can't do anything about it now. I just gotta move forward. But he also notices that there was a change in the old man, because
He didn't
uh,
snitch.
say what?
He didn't snitch.
He didn't snitch about Panda. And we get this panel of the elders just all killed. I believe we know for a fact it was Ghetto, right?
I think it
Ghetto
was.
killed him.
I think it might have just been Gojo.
You think Gojo killed him?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
never liked them.
True. So you think he came back was just like, yo, fuck y'all niggas.
Yeah.
There's possibility somebody killed him and they made a mess. By the way, this is the first time I said, yeah, this reminds me of X 1999. Let's go for it. All right. We get a panel of Gojo. I never knew this dude's name, the dude with the glasses. He's just there.
Damn.
And nobody's correcting me. So everybody feels the same way.
No, it's Ichiji.
It's Ichiji. All right.
Yeah.
Gojo and Ichiji. Ichiji's like, bro, why you want me here? Gojo like, bro, I trust you. And then this just gave him the pep talk of a lifetime. He like, man, I got a ride for my homie. I'm gonna make sure he good. He do like this spell on the ground that like helps Gojo. And then there's Utahime who does like a technique solo forbidden area, which amplifies total curse energy amount and output out of one willing sorcerer within its range, including with Utahime.
She's like, it was like watching if you've ever played Overwatch, she's like Lucio.
Just the buffs, right?
Yeah.
Just like amping him up. And see, this is why I don't think Gojo gonna make it. Because we get what is without a doubt the craziest hollow purple. He just decides to go full on DBZ, blast a straight up hollow purple at Sukuna, who didn't even realize it was gonna happen. He just braces himself last minute, and the building gets absolutely devastated. It falls to the ground, and you know what we see? We see Sukuna walking out of that devastation with a hand missing. That's all he got from that. A goddamn hand missing. And then Gojo's just smiling there, happy. And it's not looking good for Gojo. I don't know what else he got up his sleeve, but I feel like that was supposed to hurt more than that. I'm scared. I'm scared and I don't like it, but I'm gonna read it because I know what's happening, but I don't know what the fuck going on.
There it is, y'all.
So I'm gonna give this 5 missing hands out of 5. And I'm gonna pass it to Matt.
Well, I agree that Gojo is gonna lose. It feels too much like right for him to win, which is the only reason I don't think he's going to. Plus, there's the whole thing of how are they gonna, extract Sukuna and all that. I'm just curious to see how all of this ultimately is gonna play out. I'm sure that we're gonna get a lot of great artwork from this. I'm sure this is gonna be epic. But man, it's definitely also just not about to be the fair one. Like shit is finna go down. Everybody is all together and shit now too. And like I've been saying, like they've been showing us everybody and giving everybody the opportunity to get their box set and stuff and show off what they can do. And now everybody is together. And it's like we definitely are at least in my opinion, and obviously probably based off what the author said, like we at the end game, dog. So I'm just at this point, I'm kind of just ready to see what's about to happen, like how it's gonna play out. You know, obviously I'm letting the story play itself out, but this shit was crazy, man. Gojo was finally back, and it's like, damn, Gojo was like, hey, what's up, y'all? They was like, hey, what's good? You ready to fight Sukuna? Like, yeah, I guess. Like, let's get it cracking. I love his I love the confidence and stuff. So let's see what happens, man. I'm gonna pass to TJ.
Man, it's like I was thinking about this just now while you were talking too. It's like everyone on Team Gojo is like a pair of black Air Force Ones, but like Sukuna and them are those dudes who just show up with just socks on.
It's so hot up in the club that I ain't got no shoes on.
Right? Like that's the threat level they are. Just no shoes, bro. They fight in socks.
They actually wore shoes there, but they take them off.
Right?
Like, I'm not gonna fuck up the shoes.
But that notwithstanding, my thoughts: past goat versus current goat, I guess. Ichiji, is essentially filling Gojo in on everything that went down since his imprisonment. That's a lot of stuff to fill him in on if you think about it, because a lot of shit did go down since Shibuya went down, right? Like a lot of stuff, even between Shibuya and the Calling Game, right? There was Maki, who basically destroyed the whole Zenin clan. There's this, that, and third. It's just, there's a lot of events to recount. It's wild to think how self-aware Gojo is. He only trusts Ichiji and then understands that a lot of people simply tolerated his existence because he was the strongest. Shit, his presence alone was like was what kind of held some type of tenuous peace between humanity and curses, right? Like there were some players on both sides who didn't move simply because he existed, right? Utahime,
the balance of the world shifted the day he was
born, right?
Was literally what these motherfuckers said.
The Utahime, it just hit me, loosely translates to Song Princess, right? Which explains why her curse is kind of based around that too. The whole like buff zone that she does with her song and dance, and quite literally, right? Mm-hmm. The whole chapter was intense. No punches were spared. No steps were skips. We're not holding anything back. We're going 200% from jump, and there's no room to play around with your opponent from either side, right? Sukuna and Uraume, they weren't messing around. And of course, Gojo, the old man from West Side Jujutsu, the principal of West Side Jujutsu High, and then Utahime, they weren't pulling any punches, right? I think, like, isn't it interesting? I don't know if you guys saw this, but it's something that hit me, and I was like wondering why I kept looking at Gojo weird during this chapter. But if you look at his fit, right? The fit he's got on right now, it's very reminiscent of Sukuna's fit when we see him early on inside of Yuji's mind. Like anytime we're taken inside Yuji's head and he's sitting on his throne of skulls, like he's wearing a very similar fit to that, which could have just been the traditional sorcerer clothing that you had to wear back in that day, right? But I just thought that was an interesting parallel. Here's the thing. Like my fellow comrades, I think Gojo loses as well. For one, we know that Kenjaku is betting on that because with Gojo losing, it's going to force the other pairs of Black Air Force Ones and Maki, Yuta, and Hakari to move, right? They're going to try to finish what Gojo started in that window between Gojo dying and Sukuna potentially recovering. And he's going to move freely and eliminate some pieces from the chessboard, if you will. And here's the thing, like there's this kind of for lack of a better expression, there's like this Cartman effect around Kenjaku. I don't know if you guys watch South Park, but as fucked up as South Park is, here's the thing. In that world, Cartman is damn near always right. And in this world, Kenjaku is damn near always right. Unfortunately, like when has Kenjaku been wrong? Anyone?
I mean,
right?
morally,
Right? Yeah, no, if we're talking ethically, the nigga's trash. But like in terms of like his plans coming to fruition, like all his hypotheses, right? Anything he speculates on, like would let me put it this way: would you bet against Kenjaku right now?
nah, he be cheating. He didn't.
The
He
man's
got a
got like
whole deck.
contingencies for his contingencies, right?
He got a deck full of aces.
Right. Like, so that's what leads me to believe, like, I don't think Gojo makes it out of this one unscathed. Maybe he lives, but he won't live well. Like, hey, dude, okay, I'm gonna throw something your way, right? So here's the other thing. We have to also remember that the calling game itself is gonna end when Sukuna and Kenjaku are the only two left standing, right? We got too many plot lines that need a resolution. What's Yuji training for? Who's that person we were talking about last week, Bryce, right? Who's that person he called Itadori, right?
Yep.
I still get the feeling that this is a story where the bad guys win. What happens if Sukuna takes over Gojo's body? Ooh, I
Oh
just thought about
gosh.
well, I just thought about that, but what something I feel like he's gonna blind Gojo. He's just gonna take his eyes away.
You think he's got a
You gonna
man?
Donzo this nigga.
I think he's gonna blind him because it's the eyes, the six eyes, right? Like, uh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm scared. This is literally my last bullet point. I'm scared, but I'm tuning in next week. Side side note that Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 looks like it's crazy. I don't think people are ready for
Oh, an
Toji.
anime announcement?
Yeah, I don't think don't do that to me.
That's funny as hell.
But
That is hilarious.
I don't think people are ready for the level of violence that's going to be in this flashback to when they were in high school arc.
Oh, not at all.
Yeah. And then it also made me realize that the anime is so far behind. It's going to take forever for it to catch up, bro. But yeah, those are my thoughts. This was a crazy intense chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm literally kind of apprehensive about what's going to happen next. Now, that being said, if Gege Akutami's like, hey, you know what? Gojo wins and it's over, I'll be like, cool, cool. Whew. You know,
Honestly,
but
that's gonna scare me more because I'm like, wait a minute, where are we going now?
yeah, who's gonna check Gojo? No one. Peace
He's like, and that
through
was the plan the
war.
whole time. Kenjaka's my brother. It's
when I
like
was in the when I was
Gojo and Sukuna been in on this shit together the whole time. Like,
Wow,
wow.
that would be the biggest heel turn this side of the Mississippi, bro.
Yeah.
I'm
What?
like Gojo was so mad he was in that cube. He's just like, you know what? When I get out of here, they ain't
Humanity's
seen
got to go.
shit.
Yeah.
They ain't seen nothing yet. I'm about to blow. I'm about to blow a hole in the new world, baby. Cause God damn.
Oh man. But yeah, yeah. All right, with that, let's do My Hero, and then we'll end on a positive note with Super for our manga coverage. Matt, if you don't mind, do you want to do My Hero
I ain't
then
even gonna
Super?
hold you. I don't even mind.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead,
This
G.
is chapter 389, Assurance and Prayers. Um, now, if you remember last time, because for whatever reason, this time we didn't zone hop.
Man, I said if they zone hopped, I would have been done.
Dabi is turning into that nuclear explosion that created Godzilla. And his whole family is essentially trying to stifle this explosion. And to say that they're all failing to do that would be an understatement. He is completely overpowering everybody.
They got people out here praying in these streets. I'm about this is
Yeah.
it.
At the same time, we got Uravity still fighting all of these Himiko twices.
Mm-hmm.
And people are having to like evacuate the surrounding areas from where Dabi pretty much is detonating, for lack of a better term. And if I'm not mistaken, this is Labrava. No, not Labrava, but this kid that looks like Labrava was like looking at this monitor, and we end up seeing what is shit, I don't even really know how to describe how they did this, but it's Toga. And he's essentially is turned into like, I don't know if this is fire or like an ice jet or something, or I don't even know if
Oh, Todoroki.
yeah, Todoroki, sorry. I don't what I call him,
You said
Toga?
Toga, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to mispronounce a real hero. And this nigga, I don't know, man. The animation, the art is raw. I'm trying to figure out how he's gonna be able to stop this. So, and what happened to Ida? Like, wasn't Ida running with him? Wasn't he carrying him? What did he like catapult him? Did he shoot him off? So
I think he's like, this is your stop player.
he just like hits the brake and lets him go and shit.
Right.
Yeah, man. I mean, that was essentially the chapter. It's not like really is not a ton to talk about. This chapter felt really short. The last chapter also felt really short, which I don't know if I feel like that's merciful or if I feel cheated. I wasn't mad at this chapter, but also to somewhat of a degree, it felt almost like a filler. Like I was glad we didn't zone hop, but I also felt like a chapter's worth of stuff didn't take place, if that makes sense.
No, I feel you. Nothing advanced in the plot.
Yeah, it's like y'all, it's you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the plot didn't advance. So that's pretty much where I'm at on it. I didn't hate it. You know what I'm saying? My feelings overall on My Hero are still what they are. I think they're at bare minimum, somebody is at least trying to stabilize the damn ship.
Right.
Whether it is stable or not is not what I'm saying, but it seems like they're trying to give it a little more direction. But I definitely fear a zone hop in our future for this next chapter.
Yeah.
And maybe not even a zone hop as much as we just gonna jump to twice in your avenue. But those are my thoughts. Bryce, I'm gonna pass it to you actually.
Oh, you gonna pass it to me?
You know what? Actually, give it back.
No, too late. Go ahead, Bryce. Go ahead, Bryce. Go ahead.
I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I am questioning my intelligence right now because I swear to God.
What?
I swear to God. Listen to me. I swear to you. I read this chapter 3 times. I went back around this motherfucker 5 times because I'm like, what the fuck did I miss? Who the fuck is this lady coming in a jet? What the fuck does this even mean? I didn't understand it was Todoroki, Matt, until you fucking said it was Todoroki.
Word?
I swear to you, I am not joking. I was about to curse out this fucking manga for bringing in the most random shit. And I'm just like, what the fuck does any of this have to do with anything? I'm so mad. Yes, it is filler. This it's still a stupid chapter because I'm like, why? Where the fuck is You know what? I'm not going diss My Hero. I'ma just say, TJ, what you got to say?
Damn.
Whoa. That somehow was more impactful.
Yeah, and it was like, man, we're gonna have to talk about this off air, man. Like,
I am so go ahead, TJ. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Hey, you good? But
I am good.
I think Todoroki's just flying in to bear witness to the moment where he becomes an orphan. This is gonna be his Batman origin story.
This is some Von Erich shit, bro. No disrespect.
I think somebody has got to go, right? Because
his family.
There's a threat of the zone hop. His family. There's a threat of the zone hop. No, the reason why I'm saying this is because the last time we had a significant death in My Hero was for Bakugo, and that ended up getting cheapened, right? And it still hasn't been revisited yet, mind you.
His ass ain't dead.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. The death got cheapened though, right? It would have it would have held more weight if they just let it happen to let people know it's like there are real stakes out here in this final arc. Like kids is dying. Shout out Mobile Suit Gundam. No.
Damn.
Sorry. The other thing too is I don't think it would make sense for this to happen, but I also wouldn't put it past Horikoshi because of what we've seen so far. There's data to back it up. Like I said, Bakugo's alleged death getting cheaped out, but I feel like he's gonna try to find a way to make it so that Endeavor or any of the Todoroki family, even Dabi maybe, like don't die. And if that's the case, that would be a massive fumble for what feels like an ending arc that has already been fumbled to a ridiculous degree. But I also would not put it past Horikoshi because, like I said, things have been fumbled to a ridiculous degree now. So you ask me, whole family's got to go. I think it would. I mean, this is not something I personally believe is like, no, in order for you to grow as a person, you need to experience like a lot of death in your family. But knowing manga, knowing anime, Todoroki needs to get to that next level or needs some type of clean slate or some type of demarker to show like, all right, things are different going forward. A lot of that family's got to go. I feel like, right? Or at the very least, Endeavor and Dabi got to go. Like Endeavor should not make it out of this arc. I at least I don't think, but that's where I'm at.
Shit, he the closest to the whole thing. He can't.
Right. His face is already gone. You think he's gonna look at all four and like, yo, is this what happened to you? No, I'm joking.
Damn.
I'm joking.
No, his shit got punched off. That motherfucker, his shit was not burnt. Right. Even though it do look like burnt cheese. That's not what happened.
Hilarious. Burnt cheese.
Like the pizza slid in the box and shit.
Or like somebody got the pizza, but they flipped the damn box.
Yeah, like God damn it.
Like on the top of it.
One job. They didn't put the little pizza table, dollhouse pizza table and thing to stop it. Anyway, sorry. I digress. I got no other thoughts on My Hero. Matt, you want to take us into Super?
Yeah, man. Bryce, did you? No, you know what? I'm gonna leave it alone. So we got Dragon Ball Super Chapter 93, Operation Kidnap Pan. Spicy title, but I'm gonna leave that alone. And as we've said pretty much for the last, honestly, two months. Yeah, for the last 2 months as we've been covering this. This is more rehash from the films, specifically Superhero. This is all virtually shot for shot Superhero, with the exception of we get some form of actual panels showing the history with Broly, as opposed to the singular image that we end up getting in the film. Not really a huge difference. We start seeing some of the differences between Goku and Vegeta, how Vegeta is making an attempt to actually meditate, and how Goku is trying to teach, and ultimately what their goal is to try to teach Broly how to not rage out every time he fights, but to learn how to control it. They're obviously also, like I forgot to mention, they're on Beerus's planet, and now Beerus has he has feelings for what's the girl's name?
Chilai.
Yeah. Beerus now has a crush on Chilai, and they all end up witnessing Goku and Vegeta decide to have they one-on-one, and the pure manliness of this fist fight has completely drawn Broly in. On the other end, we have Piccolo, who ends up going up to Kami's lookout, and this is just ultimately going to turn into him getting the Dragon Balls with Bulma and asking essentially for him to get his own potential unlocked. And then Shenron was like, and because I fuck with you, I threw something extra up in there real quick. And he was like, oh, for real? He was like, yeah, the plug blessed him right quick. And then Bulma asked for a fucking BBL, which is insane, but whatever. And then now Piccolo has gone back to infiltrating the Red Ribbon Army and has infiltrated the mission to go and get Pan, which is going to play out hilariously, which we're going to read in a month. Now, to clarify something, because we were talking about this in our group chat off air, all I meant was the artwork. As far as the nostalgia that I feel like I enjoy just taking in Dragon Ball media. However, all right, now this the damn movie. Like,
yeah,
we waited a long time for Super to come back, and I didn't wait for this. I seen the movie already. The previous arc right before this was fire with Trunks and Goten, and even all the stuff that led up to that. But come on now. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to pass it on to TJ.
Let me tell you something.
Okay.
You got me in between bites of Ritz crackers.
Okay.
First of all, never had a Ritz cracker, change your life. It's a good ass cracker. Plain. Don't do that extra shit. Anyway, I feel like someone heard us criticizing the rehash and they fucking doubled down. I remember the last time I talked about this, it might have been off air. I was like, all right, at least they're not rehashing Broly. What did they do a little bit this chapter, y'all?
Yep.
They rehashed Broly, man. Fuck. And then on the top of the dome, too, I was thinking, like, it was kind of funny how Vegeta's like, nah, Goku. No, he's like, nah, Kakarot, you need to open up your third eye, kid. You can't just be out here in these streets. I was relying on the physicality, bro. You got to work on your mentals. Just put a
nigga, what?
Put a goofy hat on Vegeta, turn him into a Hotep.
For real. We was Kangs.
Basically, right?
Damn, they literally was, though.
Yeah. But going into my notes, yeah, it's like rehash of the rehash, but it's like the only thing that stood out to me, Trunks calling Goten to get up to some shenanigans, but we know they're in the arc because we've seen the movie, right? We know we're gonna get a fat Gotenks. It isn't filler, but it's filler, right? You could make the argument that it maybe gives us a slightly different look than the movie, but the movies are also canon. All the super movies, at least, are also canon. So it's like, I don't know. This is hard for me to go through as a Dragon Ball fan because it's like, I've seen the movie, I'm gonna be there, but then I guess this is also a way to kind of help out the fans who weren't able to make it to the theaters. But it's like, I guess, man, like, am I just gonna be constantly rereading something that I've already seen? It just feels a little weird. Like, again, I think this would have played out better had they done this before the movie, right? If we've seen the movie, this doesn't make any sense timeline wise. It was like kind of with the last arc, that was one of my criticisms too. Like, because even the last arc with just Goten and Trunks and high school shenanigans, right? Like, it was also kind of the precursor to the movie where we get introduced to Dr. Hedo in the manga. Like, this was all the shenanigans he got up to that got him sent to the clink in the first place. So it's like there are just some timeline things that don't add up. I think it would have made more sense if they treated it like they treated Broly's first appearance. I believe it was like in chapter 42, where they just mention the movie, like we all know it's canon, and then they just keep it moving into the next arc. But it's what it is. I'm gonna still read because I'm a Dragon Ball fan, just like my fellow comrades over here on the podcast. We're all gonna read it, but we love something, we can still criticize it, right? I'm gonna pass it over to Bryce.
I just feel like this art is just super special, and I can't wait for them to do the manga in the anime, because considering that they did this whole arc in what had to be an hour and a half to 2 hours, and that we're gonna do this whole arc again in the manga, that's probably gonna go for another month and a half, 2 months. The fact that we'll get an anime and do it again is just spectacular.
Nigga, are we on the same wavelength? That sounds like torture. What the fuck? We gotta see the same shit 3 times. This is like seeing Uncle Ben dying in theaters multiple. Like,
it's like Spider-Man keeps coming out.
Right? Like, it's like what? No, I don't want that.
Like, I am joking, but what I will say is I give a warning to all listening when this shit drops for the anime, for the DBZ fans, after they see Black Frieza, it's gonna be hell in these streets.
Oh,
it's gonna
God.
be hell online.
See, that's that right there, Bryce. That right there. They could have just did that. They could have just picked up on that, and we could be like, yes, superhero happened. Gohan is strong as hell. Black Frieza now, right? Like,
nope, we gonna go through this again, and guess what? It's the weight is gonna be ridiculous, and it's gonna be a dark day for anime. It's gonna be a bunch of pissed off DBZ fans.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's good. I like the movie, so I guess I'm liking the manga. Oh, I'm just hoping that this plays out differently in the manga, where maybe they add more to it, or maybe there's some consequences that we can look forward to, or maybe Gohan Beast isn't what the transformation for Gohan is gonna look like. Maybe Gotenks really shows up and he does something, just something to make this shit worth it. Because the fact that this is gonna be a three-peat just sits sickly in my stomach.
Maybe we won't see it in the anime though. Maybe the anime will skip over it.
They
didn't do that with the tournament. They didn't do that with not Resurrection F. Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods. They didn't do that there. They ended up rehashing that in the anime.
They haven't yeah, I guess. Because nothing new has come out since other than the movies. So right. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yep.
So
I ain't gonna lie, if they rehash Broly though, I wouldn't be mad. I'll see Broly as many times as they want me to.
I understand. Bro, it's Broly. I'm just glad we got him, and now we starting to see him. So that's really cool. That's really worth it.
Shit, man, just give us a new Tournament of Power arc now that we got Broly.
I feel like that's what they leading up to, and it's gonna
Might
be
as well.
Vegeta, Broly, Gohan, and Piccolo. I think
it'd be hilarious if they start a new Tournament of Power arc and then all the other Gods of Destruction campaign to have Broly banned because he can break all the universes.
Right. Yeah. Honestly, like I really hope they bring back the Martian dude. What's his name?
Jiren,
because you kind of got something going with him where it's like he got this dude that he's trying to get strong enough to kill. We don't know if he killed the dude. We don't know what's going on in his universe. Maybe
he just wants absolute strength.
Yeah. Hopefully it's just something after this that make us just wow. And I don't want fucking Frieza. I don't want Frieza. We've had too much Frieza. We are ODing on Frieza. Too much Frieza out in these streets.
Yeah.
Now we got Black Frieza. I'm it's like, damn. I can wait 2 arcs for Frieza. 2 whole arcs. But yeah, it's I mean, I liked it the first time. So what can I say? Yeah, so that's just my opinion on it. Y'all want to get into the favorite manga chapter of the week?
Let's do it.
Mine, I'm going to say One Piece, because
no spoilers. I'm not there yet.
You right. I'm gonna say One Piece because I have seen the most epic. I have seen what has to be 3 panels do something so epically simple that I am just in awe. So who's next? TJ, what's your favorite for the week?
Sakamoto Days by far.
Sakamoto Days. Okay.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, it ain't even nothing to talk about.
Feel that. I feel that. So yeah, then I guess we go to the topic of the week then, fellas, which is what? I'm gonna do a drum roll. I don't know if y'all can pick this up.
What's the best OST in anime? You know
right.
what, TJ? I ain't even gonna hold you. I was the most curious to hear your pick. What did you pick?
Gurren Lagann, hands fucking down.
Gurren Lagann. Oh, okay. Okay.
You've never listened to the Gurren Lagann OST?
So I gotta go. They do have some hits. They do have some hits. Don't get me wrong.
Just run through Gurren Lagann one time and tell me you don't feel inspired in some way, shape, or form every episode. They got hip hop beats. They got like the really flowy melodies, the instrumentals. They got everything you need, bro. Gurren Lagann. Remember, Gurren Lagann's like, it's one of those animes that's there for a good time, not a long time, but it leaves an impression for a long ass time, bro.
Right.
Opening was fire, ending was fire, kept it consistent throughout the entire series, right? The songs during the battles, the songs during the emotional moments, the songs during like the happy-go-lucky slice of life moments, everything was on point. Anyway, I'm sorry.
No, I mean that's what we're here for, right? That's the topic.
That's what we here for. What about you, Matt? What you got?
So my honorable mention.
Oh shit!
No, I'm playing.
I was like, wait, you pulling to me?
Yeah, I was prepared. I was prepared for niggas to be on that. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I do have like 3 though, 3
That's
or 4.
Fair. As many times as I've like flagrantly violated the listing rules, I think you're good, Chief.
And I'm sure I'm finna cover at least one that I know Bryce is probably gonna pick. Cowboy Bebop for sure.
Yep.
Samurai Champloo.
Those did come across in my head, but I was like, Gurren Lagann.
No, that's fair. Yu Yu Hakusho and Fooly Cooly.
Nigga, that's 4.
I said 3, maybe 4.
You said 3, bro. You didn't say maybe 4.
Hey,
you only said
I heard it.
You heard, of course you heard it.
I feel mad. I got a list too.
That's okay.
No, nigga, you should have said you had a list.
I'm just like, wow, for the first time, I'm the one without a list.
I'm gonna say I have some honorable mentions and I have a tie. That's what
okay. I'm curious.
Honorable mentions. One Piece.
Okay. Yeah, you did send that OST of that our way that one time. One Piece.
That shit's beautiful.
Yeah.
You can't deny that. Naruto is an honorable mention because
that's fair.
They got some good ones. Like they will play. For my tie, I'm going to have to say it is between Cowboy Bebop and I can't believe I'm saying this. Bleach.
Really?
Bleach has some of the best themes.
Bryce Coachman, did you just say Bleach?
I'm giving it to Bleach because they have some of the best character songs.
Okay, that's fair.
Bar none.
That's fair.
Bar none.
I'm just surprised to hear you say Bleach.
It's tied up there with Cowboy Bebop. I have to give Bleach credit on that. The music is crazy. Aizen's theme song is the best evil theme song, hands down to me. Like that is the most epic ass song to come out to hear when a motherfucker's about to do some dirty shit. Ichigo, that shit is just fresh. Like I if you come out to that, you definitely feel like you styling on people. And I don't even know the dude's name. He had a hot summer in Bleach, and then you never really see him do some cold shit again. He's one of the Espada, not
Grimjaw. Is it Grimjaw?
No, he's not the Espada. He's the opposite. He was a Shinigami that got hollow powers. He was the leader. I want to say his name was Shinji.
Oh yeah, the former captain of the
Yeah.
not 11th division.
The nigga
The
Aizen
science.
took his damn job.
Yeah.
Yeah, the blonde.
It was
Fifth
Shinji.
division. He was a 5th division cap. Yeah.
His theme song is so damn catchy. I play that shit damn near every week.
Said he had a hot summer.
He had a hot summer in Bleach. Like he had a good 5 episodes.
Oh, here's the thing, bro. If you watch Thousand Year Blood War, he's in there. Hello?
Yeah, no.
I was like, you guys just went dead silent. I was like, wait,
I was waiting for Bryce to say something.
Did I die?
You said when you heard the 1,000-Year Blood War, I thought you was gonna say more. I don't know if my computer froze, but listen, I can't do it. I can't do it. All right, y'all know how I felt about Bleach. Bleach to me.
I don't know anymore, bro. You just brought Bleach up as one of your favorite OSTs, so I don't know how
favorite
you feel
OSTs, but I don't like it. I know that's weird to say.
That math isn't mathing, Bryce.
Bruh, I wanted to like Bleach, but it's just dope ass characters with dope ass powers with lame ass story.
Even I have to acquiesce on that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for rocking with us. This has been another episode of the Now Mind You podcast.
Sorry, Bleach fans. I'm sorry. I respect it.
Oh boy.
Just Matt, you already started taking us out, so just take us out.
Yeah, man. Thank you for rocking with us, man. This has been another episode of the Now Mind You podcast. You can find us wherever you'd like to get your social media. You can find me at Matt Hambrick. That's MattHambric. TJ.
Y'all can find me on Instagram at Tuss4Skate. That's TUSS4__SKATE. Bryce.
Y'all can find me on Instagram at Akshay_Onsa. That's AXE_ONCA.
Where's the baby, bro? What the fuck?
Man, sometimes you can't just use baby all the time. You gotta flip it in. You know what? Let me like.
No, man, it's fine. It's fine. You can follow us at Now Mind You Podcast, wherever you like to get your podcast, because we're on all platforms. And now we are also on YouTube. So you really don't have no excuse that you can't rock with us. You don't got to download an app, none of that. Just go right on YouTube, Now Mind You Podcast, and we will pop right up. We will see you guys next week, or we'll see you guys over in the combat episode. Peace out.
Baby.
Nah, man. The magic's gone, Bryce.